Hello my Capricorn babies, Shakima here. I actually just wanted to stop in to do the love reading for Team Capricorn tribe. I am a Capricorn moon, so this is going to be interesting to give me some guidance personally in terms of navigating through this partial lunar eclipse that we've got, kicking off the week of the 16th to the 22nd. So it's going to be pretty intense to say the least, and I'm really quite curious to see what the divine guidance is for us this week to just give us some sort of understanding of how to navigate through this coming week. So as per usual, these are going to be general readings, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, let it dissipate, okay? If it does, then be sure to comment down below and let me know how you guys were effectively able to utilize the information to navigate through the romantic aspects of your life for the week in sort of a perspective, I guess, the 16th to the 22nd. And also, if you guys would be interested in booking a personal reading with me, the details will be in the description box below for you to be able to access myself. And be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like, and if you don't like, give me a thumbs down, that's okay too, but just, you know, leave me some details in the comment section, so that you can let me know what it was that you didn't really appreciate about, you know, the way that I lay stuff out. Also, definitely be sure to subscribe so that you are in the know as well. Hit the notification bell and you'll get automatic updates as to when I'm uploading these awesome videos for you guys. So first things first, guys, we're going to set the space and then we're going to go into it. As per usual, I'm going to pull a tarot card for us, giving us the past, present and future trajectory for this week for my Capricorn babies. Then I'm also going to pull a romance angel guidance for my single Capricorns, my taken Capricorns, and those that are in situationships trying to figure it out, because sometimes it's just complicated, y'all. And lastly, I'm going to close out the space with a divine angel answer guidance for us to really sort of give us some perspective as far as what our angels are sort of trying to say throughout the signs that we'll be getting throughout the week as well. So effectively we can all work as a solid spiritual community. Yay team! So all of that awesomeness being said, we'll go and get straight into it, guys. I'm going to just set the space for us, if I can speak, and then we'll be able to get this show on the road. Just going to light the candle, make sure we've got all four of the elements present in the space for us: fire, air, earth and water. I ask that only beings of the purest and highest of vibrations are present to provide me with the insight, clarity and guidance needed, so that I may be able to relay and convey the divine guidance as intended. I ask that I'm used and utilized as a mediumship vessel to be able to directly convey the messages as openly and as concisely as possible and as needed for the individuals at this part of the journey. It is so done. Ashe. Right, guys. Now that the space is set and clear, we will go right into it and see what the divine guidance is for us, my Capricorn babies. So, kicking off, we'll start with the tarot and work our way through. What is the divine guidance for my Capricorns throughout the week of the 16th to the 22nd of July? Okay, so what I'm going to say is that there's going to be delays. It seems like there's going to be some real positive transitions coming from this week, but as far as us being able to see the outcome of that, it's going to be a delayed perspective. There's a lot of potential in the space for us. It's just that for some of us, we're not necessarily I guess tapping into it as effectively as we need to. So Spirit's going to synchronistically be showing us the way how to creatively navigate through the process. Let's have a little look. We'll get the cards shuffled. Okay, so for some of us, this is going to be about being stuck in the past and being, you know, a little bit naive about that hopeless sort of situation sort of coming back into our sphere, if you will. There is going to be some communication nonetheless. I can see that there's going to be some communication from somebody in the past. And it really is going to be the kind of communication that has us up 1 minute, down the next. It's really unstable, on sort of solid connection. It's interesting because it's like you're unaware of their intentions coming back in, and you're kind of having sleepless nightmares about it because they're saying one thing but their actions saying something else, and they're kind of holding off. But energetically you can feel that there's still a pull and a connection between you guys. It's all very confusing. Damn, guys, it's all very, very confusing. So somebody's blocking their emotions, somebody's suppressing feelings that they do have for the other person, and they're not being as direct as they need to be able to kind of help this, to help this situation come into full manifestation. It's almost like by them closing off, it's really coming from a place of ego. They're shutting, so somebody's ego is going to be bruised throughout the process of this. This may be you, or this may be the other person. I have a feeling this may be the other person's energy, because it's looking like mostly reverse cards with the situation. So it's like energy coming into us, and they're going to be a little bit standoffish in terms of their communication, because they feel like their egos have been bruised by some of our decision making. They're not necessarily best pleased with some of the choices that we've made, and it is going to put you guys in a position, I say we because I'm a Capricorn moon, guys, it's going to put you in a position where you guys are going to have to be going back to the drawing board to really sort of make sure that the plan is effective and is serving for everyone, not just a self-serving process, if that makes sense. I hope that was clear for you guys. What is the divine guidance for my Capricorns for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of July, Spirit? Okay, so it's interesting because this is how the card came out. We've got the Six of Cups in the past position for us. So again, this is all about energy from the past, and this is the thing that I was speaking about. And because it's kind of come out this way, it's popped out in a crossing position, so there is communication with someone from the past, but it's not quite reunion stages just yet. It's still really a case of trying to understand what is the emotional connection to this person. Why is there such a deep emotional connection to this person? And really trying to take an opportunity to let go of some of the contention that you're still holding on your heart chakra for this person. It's really actually giving you an opportunity for them and yourself to go through a process of healing some of the baggage from the past. So whoever was the one to cause the heartbreak, it's almost like they're coming back in, and this is like a karmic sort of, how can I put it? It seems like a karmic situation where you guys are coming back into each other's lives to be able to say, okay, I'm sorry for this, and this is a part that I played in the breakdown of this relationship. And equally the other person saying, I'm sorry that I was reactive in this way. These were my true intentions. So it does give you guys the opportunities to be able to speak about some of the things that weren't necessarily communicated in the most effective way. I can see that there were setbacks, and instead of navigating through those processes as a team, you guys were very separate. All of a sudden it was, if you're not with me, you're against me, and it was every man for themselves. So it's really quite interesting to see. You're going to be going through a process of coming to a spiritual awakening with this, but you're definitely needing to listen to your intuition, because this is a higher power calling. This is something that Spirit is doing to ensure that you're going to be able to move forward in relationships, navigating through the process as your better version of yourself. Okay, so right now where you are, it's going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging for you moving forward from the baggage of this relationship. It's going to be challenging for you moving on from the emotional scars of this relationship. That's where you are right now. It's almost like you're laying down the groundwork and you're fighting through the challenge of going back to this person, going back to what feels comfortable, what feels natural, if you will. And it's almost like you're trying to create new paths for yourself, because you see that even though you love this person and there's such a deep connection with this person, it's not necessarily amounting to everything that you would expect it to. And at this point you're kind of tired of toiling through the shit, really, for lack of a better way of putting it, from what I can see. Tired of toiling through the stuff. There's a lot of third-party activity that's really brought you to a place of, and this could be from both parties, because I'm getting that it may be from one or both, but there's third-party activities where some of you, it's almost like you know within yourself what's going on with the situation, and Spirit's saying trust your intuition with this, because you're trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt, but there's still baggage that you're carrying because you haven't necessarily addressed the fact that, okay, I know that you did this in the situation. I know that you haven't been completely honest with me. I can't necessarily move forward until you have given me your entire truth, so that I can now weigh up, you know, the pros and cons of the situation. With your truth, I can then decide what I want to do, rather than you robbing me of the opportunity by feeding me lies, only to continue to feed off me from an emotional codependent standpoint. Okay, and it's interesting because there's going to be some indecisiveness along the way that's going to be really quite disappointed. I feel like the other person, this may be you or the other person, I'm just going to say that the energy that I'm picking up is that they are not necessarily in a place where they are able to fully and completely prioritize you, and that's also a part of the issue that you're having personally with the situation. And that's one of the things that is probably the biggest challenge for you at this point, because it's hindering the process of your healing, it's hindering the process of the growth of the relationship, and that's one of the things that is probably most important to you at this point, but it's one of the things you're finding more challenging with the situation. But it does seem like you are naturally progressing with the situation, because you came from a 6 of Cup energy to a 7 of Wands energy. So you're now, you know, not just stuck on the things that you felt, but you are now actively navigating through the process of spiritual recovery from those circumstances. Okay, what is the advice for my Capricorns for the week of the 16th to the 22nd, Spirit? What do we need to know as the final outcome for the week of the 16th to the 22nd? Okay, so we've got 2 cards as a final outcome, and again, they've sort of come out as this sort of energy. So we're in the process of working through these things, guys. So Spirit's saying that, you know, essentially we're kind of really navigating through the process hopelessly, almost. There's a real lack of prioritizing, and we've been quite passive about that up until this point. But it does seem like moving forward, that prioritizing, we can be hopeful about it. You know, once we're able to effectively communicate about the situation and what we don't feel that we're getting from the situation, it does give us an opportunity to be hopeful at that point. It's not all doom and gloom. It is going to require some patience throughout the process, because it isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to be an overnight transformation, but we can stay hopeful in knowing that we're no longer carrying, you know, a build-up of the energy of resentment, of feeling like we've been neglected, feeling like we're not a priority. We're actually pouring out that perspective, and we're sort of pouring it out into waters that can no longer harm us or the relationship. We're just sort of giving it back to the universe, and we're saying, do you know what, this is what I'm not getting from you going forward. This is what I'm going to need to be able to effectively feel as though I want to continue to give this my undivided attention, because I don't feel like you're doing enough for me to be able to say, okay, I'm completely happy with this. And I feel like there are things that I could potentially be doing as well. So, you know, it's really going to be a team effort. It feels like you're also asking, what can I then do to accommodate your schedule a little bit better? What can I then do to make sure that we're able to synchronize our schedules for better communication, for one, more consistent, I guess, interaction, and also for the most part just less of this burnt out energy where it feels like it's one-sided, one person pushing the pursuit of, I guess, communicating with the other, seeing each other, just really making more of the effort than the other. Okay, so we'll go into the romance guidance for my Capricorn babies, and we'll start off with my couples and work our way through. What is the divine guidance for my Capricorns for the week of the 16th to the 22nd? Okay, so Spirit is saying let go of your control issues. This is a love that's worth waiting for, but it is something that's going to be happening in, I guess, a time-sensitive manner. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. Ooh. Okay, guys, right. So for my taken Capricorns, they are saying that this is a process of you sort of reattracting this person back into your sphere. You know, it's almost like looking at the situation from more of a positive perspective, even though there's a lot of baggage, even though there's a lot of, you know, water under the bridge. We spoke about third-party activity coming into this space, and just to sort of clarify, third-party activity doesn't necessarily always mean infidelities. It can also mean friends and family are too personally involved in the relationship, and it's not giving you guys the opportunity to navigate just on the basis of how you guys both feel about each other. So that's definitely something to take into consideration as well. But it's really just showing that for you guys are gonna, you know, the advice for you guys romantically is just to flirt with the energies. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Let go of your control issues on how you want for things to appear to be, and just sort of navigate through the process from more of a optimistic perspective, because you are calling in your soulmate. The person that you're with is that soulmate sort of energy, and the more that you guys break down the patterns of the old ways that aren't serving you, the more you guys are able to connect deeper and deeper at a soul level. Okay, so let's see, what is the divine guidance for my single Capricorns? What is the divine guidance for my single Capricorns for the week of the 16th to the 22nd of July? Okay, there we go. We've got a couple of cards for you guys. So first and foremost, it's talking about you guys making the effort. Okay, it's also talking about the fact that you need to come to realization that it is safe to love. So just to sort of put this across to you guys, this is talking about breaking down the hard shells of yourself. This is talking about actually letting somebody in. You don't have to be so guarded all the time. It's really more or less a case of you wanting to allow for yourself. You're kind of saying that you want to have this relationship, you want to trust in the universe and give the universe an opportunity to surprise you, but you're really sort of closing yourself off and almost asking for miracles where you are at a disconnect from what it is that you're truly intending. So Spirit's also saying just express your love. You know, just express your love. There is a separation from your person, and it is something that you are struggling with, but if you are effective, so for those of you that are single and you're dealing with that person from the past that you're still thinking about, that's still on your mind, you know, you still have that, oh, they're my bae type of energy towards them. Spirit's just saying make the effort to just express yourself. Do understand that it is safe for you to love. Yes, it is going to be challenging for you to let your ego go to the wayside for a moment. But Spirit's saying by you expressing, you know, this greater sense of love, you're actually sort of giving yourself an opportunity to open your heart and give the universe an opportunity to surprise you with the highest energy of love, you know. So just, I guess, be expressive is the advice for you guys. So for those of you that are dealing with your situationship, Spirit wants you to know that you are calling in your soulmate. So this is soulmate connection. This is where you guys are coming to the realization that you do deserve love, and in order for somebody else to love you, you have to first come to the realization that you are lovable. And that's going to be the thing to bring new love into the space for you guys. You'll be able to sort of really get into that heart space with this person. It's almost like throughout this week you'll be able to sort of see how this person is meeting more and more of your expectations, more and more of your desires, but it is all about effective communication to be able to achieve exactly what it is that you're hoping for from this person. Okay, and yeah, you just kind of have to be open to the fact that you deserve exactly what this person's giving to you, because although you want it, we're not always so open to be in the receptive end, especially if we're givers naturally. Okay, What is the final guidance from the angels for my Capricorns for the week of the 16th to the 22nd? Okay. So yeah, this is all about emotional, spiritual, and physical recovery for you guys. This is all about personal moment of rejuvenation, essentially. Let's have a little look. What is the divine guidance for my Capricorns for the week of the 16th to the 22nd, Spirit? Okay. So the divine guidance for us, guys, is no. No. We have to kind of be assertive. We have to be able to communicate effectively what it is that we desire. And in order for us to do that, we have to first be an acknowledgement of what it is that we truly desire so that we can effectively communicate that to the people around us. Spirit's saying that there's no need to worry. We can take action on being assertive throughout the process of the week of the 16th to the 22nd, because the energies are definitely in support of us doing so, and Spirit's got our back, guys. Okay, so the answer is no, for a greater purpose. Okay, and that is pretty much everything for us, guys. You know, I hope that that was useful for you guys. As per usual, I am sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. And you know, if you guys did enjoy the reading, then be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so that you can be kept in the know for as and when I upload these awesome videos for you guys. And bear in mind, even though right now things aren't necessarily where you would like them to be, Spirit is working with you through the transition of what it's going to become. So do bear that in mind. Okay, hope that's useful for you guys. Until next time, my beloveds, Ashe. Mwah.